We didn't make ice, praise the Lord. According to the temperature here, it only got to about 33, which was marvelous. Well, hello and welcome to AA Berry Farm. It is 11:40 at night, almost midnight, and we're going to have to turn on the water on these little blueberries because the temperature is supposed to get to 32 degrees tonight or earlier in the morning. And we'll see what we have to do. This is the bad part about growing blueberries.
And the temperature is going to be around 28 to 30 degrees. We can put water, help protect them. And what that does, it works off the latent heat of evaporation, because in order for water to freeze, it has to give off heat. So when the water gets on the plant and it gives off a certain amount of BTUs of heat, and therefore it basically keeps the temperature from dropping on that berry below, hopefully, 32 degrees. Now, it's right now, according to our little weather station, it's 36 degrees. The wet bulb temperature is 35 degrees, and we're turning on a little bit early. We could wait a little bit longer, but I'm not going to. You can't wait, depending on the humidity and the dew point. You can't always wait till it gets to 32 degrees and then turn it on, because the plant is going to feel the wet bulb temperature. And if the humidity is low, say 60%, you may turn the water on and what the plant feels may be way below 32. It may feel a 29. It's one of those things that when it works really good, but if you're not careful, you can do some harm too. So we're trying to be real careful and turn on actually a little bit ahead of what we could probably get by with. But the fields are not extremely wet. We have been relatively dry here, so it's not going to hurt to have a little bit of water out here a little earlier, I guess.
How long will this have to run tonight?
We will run until the ice begins melting tomorrow. If we make ice, if the temperature indeed falls low enough that we make ice, we'll have to keep the water running until the ice then begins to actually melt and slip off the plant. So it may be on up 9:30 or 10 o'clock tomorrow before we can turn off. Just depends on the if there's any wind or things like that.
Okay, so what are you going to turn on? You keep saying turn it on. What are you going to turn on?
I'm going to crank this diesel engine here. We've got a pond over here that's full of water, and we've got a diesel engine here with a pump attached to it, and we've got overhead sprinklers out there. So we're going to crank that diesel engine and prime it up with an exhaust primer, and get the water flowing to the field, and just let the overhead sprinklers sprinkle water. We'll be putting about 3/10 of an inch of water per hour.
So you have to put at least that much water. You can't just go out here with a little yard sprinkler.
It really takes about 3/10 of an inch per hour to do the protection that you need. If you knew it was not going to get below 32 degrees, you could get by with less than that. But 3/10 of an inch will take you on down should the temperature fall down to 27, maybe 26 degrees on a night like this, because there's no wind.
So if we had wind, we could not turn on because the wind's going to blow the water off the plant.
It will evaporate.
It'll evaporate, yeah. And so there's no wind tonight. Last night it was really blowing, but tonight it's still. And if we had cloud cover, that would be nice. That's almost like having a blanket over the fields. But there's no cloud cover. It's a clear night. You can see the stars. So this is our option. So we're going to pause the video. We're going to step out of the nice warm truck into the cold, and we'll let you watch him crank up this engine, and it's going to be quite loud. So just be prepared for that. You see the pop-up sprinklers. It's hard to see at night, but they've popped up, and when the engine gets revved up, they'll cover 2 rows of blueberries, but you can see it just a little bit. Here is our second pump that will be putting water on another field. It's now 12:05, I believe, 12:05 in the morning, and he's gonna fire up this machine to water another field. And so I just wanted you to see tomorrow. I will do another video. If it makes ice, I'll make another video so you can see the result of this work tonight. So hope you enjoyed this on this cold night in South Georgia, and we'll see you again. Y'all have a good night. Good morning. It's 7:30 in the morning. You can see, maybe you can see, we did not make ice last night. That's the water running on the blueberries. It ran all night long, but praise the Lord, the temperature was only dropped to 33, so we did not make ice, which is a blessing, because the berries that we could not put water on, it could have, if it gotten really low, it could have damaged them beyond repair. So I'm going to try to show you. This is the field at our house. If we come over here, that's the field up at our Airbnb. So you can see the water still running, and it'll have to run for a little while. Once the sun comes out, we can turn it off. But just wanted you to see real quick, we didn't make ice. Praise the Lord. According to the temperature here, it only got to about 33, which was marvelous. We're very happy, very happy. So just wanted you to know we didn't make ice. I was going to show it to you if we did, but we just thank the Lord for another blessing. All right, I hope y'all have a great day.